Well, back in 1981, I got a form letter from an organization called International Friendship Club, and I kept all of her letters and mementos in. But it was essentially a form letter that had her address there for me to reply to if I was interested in becoming a pen pal. There was a show on at the time in the 80s called Thrill of a Lifetime. Well, I must have written 3 letters to Thrill of a Lifetime trying to get somebody to help me, meet her, and, then I tried Oprah, and Oprah had no interest in helping me. A year ago, my daughter and her fiancé, well, they got engaged and they decided that they would, get married in Hawaii, which ironically is where Chaco had gotten married. The end of July or early August, I was just chatting with her just for another reason. And I said, I understand it's really expensive to travel to Hawaii. So I guess you can't come. And she started out her reply with kind of apologies for being so delayed in replying. And she had mentioned that there were some things that were happening that she was having to deal with. So I was, gearing up for a disappointment that it wasn't going to happen. And then her next paragraph said, we have booked our flights and we're coming for 3 days from September 4th to the 7th. And they could only stay for the 3 days. So essentially, she was making the trip just for our meeting. And I was overwhelmed. This is something that we had dreamed about for 42 years. And I guess part of me was afraid that it wasn't going to be as good as in my head I had imagined that it could be. It was better. It surpassed, I was not at all prepared for how overwhelmed we would both feel with the emotion of meeting somebody that we had never met, but yet that she was a part of my life for so many years. And the depth of the emotion was just, it was unexpected, and just, it was overwhelming. You could feel the love, and it was mutual. I mean, her response was, it mirrored mine. And yeah, I think there weren't many dry eyes around, because by the time we had our initial hugs and tears and so on, we realized that all the family were there, and there wasn't a dry eye, I don't think, amongst anybody. We do have hopes that when she retires in 4 or 5 years, that she can come here and stay with us here in Carbonear for hopefully we're still here, for vacation. And that will be, our next dream to realize.